Welcome back to the Rugby League Guru podcast. We're going to get stuck into Team List Tuesday for round 7 now. On the Han solo today, no Cat. She's out on an investigation, so you'll see that over the next week or so. I think that'll be one of the great catch-up episodes of all time. We have got another catch-up episode coming your way tonight with a heap of content there. Myself and Catmandu getting stuck in there. But let's have a look at the team list for round 7, and there's a little bit to talk about. Going to be a huge episode of Beers and Break-Evens tomorrow. Thursday night, we've got the Chooks taking on the Melbourne Storm. That's at 8 p.m. coming to you from Allianz Stadium. For the Roosters, James Tedesco returns from concussion. Good to see. We've got Satilli out of this side. Manu, he returns back to centre. Egan Butcher on the bench. But the big one for the Roosters outside of James Tedesco is, of course, Sam Walker. He has been named on the extended bench, so one to keep an eye on there. For the Melbourne Storm, Nelson Asafa-Solomona starts in the front row, his first game of the year. The big news, one to watch for Supercoach and one that'll be very interesting. Sean Bloor still starting. Joe Chan on the bench. So it'll be interesting to see if they potentially share minutes there. I don't know if I'd be trading him in this week all of a sudden. All right, let's have a look at the Friday game. 6 p.m, we've got the St. George Illawarra Dragons and the New Zealand Warriors going head-to-head from Wynn Stadium. For the Dragons, Lomax named at centre. Don't love it. Jack Bird not in the side, obviously with a HIA. For the Warriors, Laban on the bench. So is Adam Pompey. No huge changes to the Warriors side there. The late game, Friday night, we've got the Parramatta Eels and the Finn going head-to-head. This one's coming to you from Darwin, their annual game up there. So I imagine stinking hot conditions up there. That'll be a tough knock. For the Eels, no huge changes to this side. The one thing to note is that Blaze Talangi is actually on the bench. So if you've held him for Supercoach, maybe you'll get a little price rise. Might not help you. I'm not too sure. For the Dolphins, Trey Fuller, he comes in at fullback, a young kid that I really, really like. Full of potential there, so keen to see him go around. Hamiso out. Maxi Plath in jersey 13. Sean O'Sullivan, SOS, named on the bench. Tommy Flegler, he misses the squad, obviously, with his injury. Super Saturday kicks off in Bathurst, coming in from Carrington Park, 3 p.m. Got the Penrith Panthers and the West Tigers. So the Penny Panthers, Scotty Sorensen returns. Still no Nathan Cleary. If you're in the Roo Crew, you knew this about 10 days ago when we gave you the hot tip there. No Nathan Cleary. For the West Tigers, Brenton Aiden at centre, replacing our boy Fate Ape. Galvin returns at 5'8" from suspension. Bateman on the edge. And both the Fainu boys named on the bench as well. So Bud Sullivan drops out of this side. 5:30, we've got the Titans taking on the Seagulls from up there on the Gold Coast. For the Titans, Sami at fullback. No Jaden Campbell. JC out of this game. AJ at 6. Cleese Haas named at 13. And Fafita named to start. Fingers crossed he does. For the Manly Seagulls, Jason Saab returns his first game since Las Vegas. Ruben Garrick returns in the centres, replacing Ben Travojevic. Matty Lodge, his first game back in the front row. And Corey Waddell named in the second row. Burbo out for what I believe is around about a 3-week injury. The late game, Broncos and the Durs, 7:30 p.m. from Suncorp Stadium. For the Broncos, no huge changes here. Willison, he's been named on the bench, as has Saylor. For the Raiders, also not much huge news there to come out of that one. I think the one thing to note, though, especially if you use Supercoach players, is that Hopewade has not been named. So it looks like James Schiller buys himself another week and another $100,000 for us very, very happy Supercoach owners. Let's move to Sunday afternoon footy. We've got the Canterbury Bulldogs taking on the Newcastle Knights at 2 p.m. coming to you from Accor Stadium. For the Doggies, interesting. Connor Tracy named at fullback. Critter returns to centre. Jamin Salmon on the edge. Josh Curran in jersey 13. Hayward plays his second game in jersey 14. But Blake Taff named on the bench. So interesting, Blake Taff available. Still not getting named at fullback. Coming off the bench with Connor Tracy at fullback. Maxi King also named on the extended bench. I think if he is available to play, he will be there, Maxi King. For the Knights, they are 1-17. No big changes there. Bit of news around that Tyson Brazil looks like he will miss up to 3 weeks, so not ideal. The last game of the week, 4 p.m, coming to you from Shark Park Sunday afternoon. Got the Sharkies and the Cows. So the Sharks, Sione Katoa out of this one. Stone Street, he is named to start on the wing. I believe it's his first grade debut. Do your own research, but I know a kid that the Sharkies are very excited about. Big news, Talakai still on the bench. Hamlin Welle on the bench as well. So I thought these middles might force Talakai back into the centre spot and Ito out of the side. It looks like at the moment he's going to hold on to his spot, Ito, but Toby Rudolph's on the extended bench, so I don't think we're out of the woods just yet. And we won't know until Sunday afternoon, the very last game. So huge potential to fuck us sideways there, which I'm not stoked about. For the North Queensland Cowboys, the new rumours around Murray Tuolungi having an injury seem to be true. He's out of this one. Semi Valame comes in on the wing. And Jack Goz also named on the bench in this game. Reportedly, he's about to be involved in a player swap and heading to the Brisbane Broncos. Read into that what you will, but named on the bench for potentially his last game with the North Queensland Cowboys. Guys, they are your team lists for round 7 of NRL. We will have beers and break-evens coming your way tomorrow afternoon, and later tonight, 7 p.m. tonight, I believe it is, the catch-up, myself and Catmandu catching you up on all the things that happened in rugby league this week. We talk about Dean Ritchie's article. We talk about a heap of stuff in that one, so make sure you're there. We talk about Kalen Ponga, his little slip with the great Danica Mason. We got a little Simpsons reference in there, which I thoroughly enjoyed. So a heap coming your way tonight on the catch-up. Make sure you're there, 7 p.m. on Rugby League Guru YouTube.